Being distracted by so many things is easy this summer. I mean, you're telling me that it's 85 degrees outside and you're not expecting me to go out and just get distracted by everything out there? Exactly, it's impossible. Well, maybe not. I'm going to try asking AI what to do this summer to not completely crash out and lose focus, but at the same time still enjoy life. Let's get into it. My name is Mark, and I've noticed something a lot more recently. With the rise of AI and all these AI generated videos and content, which is actually pretty golden. I don't know if you saw, but I was just scrolling through Instagram right now, and I was seeing these like AI generated videos of like these big apes, these big apes that were like just going on adventures and vlogging and just interacting with other people, and it seemed so real and it was so entertaining. It honestly makes me feel very nervous for Hollywood. I'll be completely honest with you, because I'll much rather watch something like that than just watch any other movie that's out right now. So besides making really funny content, I've noticed that AI has been on the come up for a lot of people that use it for mental health reasons. So it's a good replacement for therapy or journaling or all these other things that people just didn't have as much access to in the past, which, if you ask me, it's honestly an amazing thing. So it got me thinking, what if I ask AI for some advice today, and this way we both learn something, and we also test the validity to ChatGPT and how legit these tips are. Because who knows, maybe they give us some really bad tips and we end up completely crashing out this summer and not being productive at all. And that's something that we do not want to let happen whatsoever. So let's get into it. Alright, so just so you believe me, I'm gonna record on my phone. I'm gonna record myself putting this prompt in, just so it doesn't seem like I'm fabricating this video at all. It's something that's easy to believe, but who knows? I just want to be as legit as possible. We're gonna ask AI, what are some things I can do? I'm typing this with one hand, by the way. I know this is really impressive. To not crash out and lose focus this summer. So as you can see, I asked AI to do that for me. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so we got 12 things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over this advice because it's entirely solid, and I'm gonna try just giving my opinions on it as much as possible. Okay, so this one is very interesting. AI basically is saying that the environment that you're in plays a huge role in how focused you are on your goals and everything in life. And I would say this is a huge rule for just life in general. It really doesn't matter what season you're in. It doesn't matter if it's summer. It doesn't matter if it's winter or anything. It's extremely important what environment you put yourself in, and the people that you surround yourself. And this is actually something that AI is telling me right now, which is to audit your circle. Pretty much just see who you're hanging around with, see what they're doing, and ask yourself, are these people helping me stay on track with my goals? Or are they just distracting me? Obviously, if you got friends that go out all the time, go out partying every single weekend, and you're trying to stay inside for the most part, get fit, and stay on your goals and make money and build a business or whatever you want to do, then that's obviously not going to help you, because it's always going to distract you and you're pretty much going to waste a weekend. Let's be honest here. It's like, okay, you had fun, but now you're 2 steps back. Stay active and get outside. That's a huge one when it comes to environment. I do agree that, I've noticed in the past, every single time that I've been focused and have been able to stay focused no matter how much I've gone outside with friends or partied or traveled, I've been able to stay focused and on track by every single time I went out and had fun with my friends. The next day, I would get up in the morning and then I would go on a run. I would go on a run, or I would go on a walk outside, or I would go to the pool and just start swimming. This is kind of like, okay, I had fun. Now I need to get back on track and not let myself fall down even more than I already have. And this is another interesting one that I've actually never thought about, but AI is basically saying that you should use the 80-20 rule for fun. Yeah, so pretty much what it's saying is that you use 80% of your time for your goals. That might be the gym, that might be your relationship, family, friends, business, work, school, all of that. Use 80% of your time towards things that actually has a positive impact on your life and your future, and then 20% of the rest is just dedicated towards just playing and having a good time outside. So this could be actually going out with your friends, playing video games, traveling, just anything that's fun and completely takes you off of your path and your goals. So that was actually a really solid list when it comes to environment. And so far, I can see what the hype is about. I'm really impressed about that. That's really solid advice. You put yourself in an environment, but now you need to avoid the triggers that make you crash out and lose focus. So what AI is saying for the first step is to unfollow people who distract you on social media. So this could be celebrities, this could be your friends, that post dumb that doesn't help you at all. It's like fast food for your brain. So honestly, I do understand that, and it's saying that instead of following brain rot content or things that don't add any value to your life, you should instead customize your feed and your following list where you're following people that inspire or educate you in some type of way, which I completely agree. So the next one is replacing dopamine junk with actual productivity and rewarding habits. And I feel like this is getting really personal. I'm not sure if AI knows me or anything, but it gave me a list of things that I should do. And one of them is cold showers, which I agree, starting your day off with a cold shower is just amazing. It sucks. It's hard, but once you're done with the shower, you're like, whew, best feeling in the world. Next one is learning how to cook, which is, you'll save a lot of money by not going out as much. And no matter where you go out, you're always going to eat food that's high in sodium and high in oil and fat, because wherever you go out, the restaurants use a lot of oils and a lot of sodium for your food to make it tastier and make it more addicting. So this is definitely something you want to avoid, because you could be eating something healthier that you think is healthy, but it's actually not, because you're eating about 300 calories and just straight up fat from the oil, and that's not good at all for you. So definitely learning how to cook that's productive. It uses your creative mind, and it's a good habit that keeps you healthy. Now, this is where it's starting to get really personal. The next one is making short form videos instead of consuming content. And yeah, I actually went over this a long time ago on my other video where I was talking about the habits I have, or the hobbies I have in my life, and how much they've helped me, and I ranked them and everything. So definitely making short form videos, no matter what you're doing in life, no matter what your career is or what your path is, it's beneficial in some type of way, especially if you're doing something like what I do with videography, where getting my name out there is important. And I'm sure you have something that you could be working on as well, where you could grow your social media following. You could make videos and build your following or raise awareness for your brands instead of just mindlessly consuming other people's content. So that's definitely something that's 100% I agree. Designing something, now this is a good one too. So it could be drawing, it could be anything creative wise. Honestly, just practicing your creativity helps so much. Just creating stuff, anything, just using your mind to actually create things and not mindlessly just doing junk like playing video games or binge watching a TV show where you're just completely turning your brain off and you're not benefiting at all from what you're doing. And then the last one would be to block out temptation windows. So for example, if you find yourself usually crashing out and losing complete focus during certain times, then have control over those times and force yourself to partake in healthier habits. So for example, this is a huge one for me because I'm in a relationship, and at night I usually am on the phone a lot because I like to stay on FaceTime with my girlfriend. If you're in this situation as well, instead of staying up all night talking on the phone and having your eyes on the screen and losing sleep, maybe set boundaries with your significant other and tell them that at a certain time you want to go to sleep. Another one would be if you're usually crashing out midday, you find yourself maybe binging eating a lot of food or something for lunch, then find a way to stop yourself from doing that. Now, I like this a lot, and I've actually talked about this in one of my videos. The next thing that they gave me is just like a bonus, sort of bonus thing that I can learn from a little bit further. Another bonus tactic that ChatGPT gave me was the 1-day reset rule, which pretty much if you fall off track, then if you completely go degen mode, you're degenerate for a day and you're drinking and you're having fun, then the next day use that day to recover and get back on healthier habits. So what I told you before, you go on a run, or you go to the gym, or you go on a hike, or you spend the day just doing something creative, maybe making short form content or painting, drawing, doing something that's productive for you and your mind. Now another one would be track your progress visibly. So have a journal, a whiteboard or something, and just journal down throughout the week what you're doing. And that's something else. See if you are crashing out, see if you're keeping yourself focused. That's important as well. Now another one is attach a why to every goal. Why am I doing this? This is actually a good one. Oh my God. This is some never before seen ChatGPT AI just advice. That's actually crazy. But what it's basically saying here is that you need to attach why to every single goal. So if you want to get in shape, why do you want to get in shape? And this example that it gave me is that instead of saying you just want to get in shape, say I want to get in shape because I want to feel better about myself, I want to feel more confident, and I want to change every single aspect of my life by getting in better shape. And that's a huge why. Why do you want to stop binge eating junk food? Because I want to feel better mentally. I want to have more clarity in everything that I do. And I want to have a better looking skin. I want to have a better looking body. That's why I want to quit junk food. Pretty much just attach why. And I think that's really solid advice. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually did learn something from ChatGPT today. So will AI replace mental health coaches and therapists? I'm not sure. Is it going to take your job? Maybe. You never know. But if there's something that we learn from this video, is that you should always stay focused on yourself, keep improving yourself no matter how much you get distracted, and you'll be fine. Just continue to strive to be the better version of yourself. Even if there's a lot of temptations out there to get you off track, don't. Stay focused. Well, anyways, guys, that was a quick video that I wanted to shoot and just kind of do with you because, wow, I don't know about you, but I completely learned something new. And I completely changed my trajectory for this whole season. I'm going to be way focused than I thought I was going to be. And that's thanks to this video and thanks to ChatGPT. Wow. Maybe AI isn't that bad, guys. Maybe you should give it a chance. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a really great time talking to you and catching up with you. And I hope to see you on the next video. Peace out.